Hey everyone, Erica with the K here. Today we're going to take this old wrapping paper and we're going to make a hair clip with it. So I'm going to show you guys how to do that. I'm also going to use tissue paper, so you're going to need any kind of design that you want. I'm going to do it into a flower. These were already poinsettias, so it worked out good. And then you're also going to need scissors. I did use thread, and then you're also going to need, why can't I think? And Podge, and also a hair clip. Did I already say that? All right. Anyway, so I already cut out all the poinsettias from the wrapping paper. Those are going to basically be like my stencil, I guess. And then I'm going to fold the tissue paper until I can't fold it anymore. And it's just going to make it easier. Instead of having to cut out a bunch of these shapes, I'm just going to have them all from this being folded. So I'm not going to bore you guys and make you guys watch this whole thing. We're cutting it out the same shape as the actual wrapping paper. So this is what we're left with. I do go back and forth. There's a lot in this video where I'm just trying to see as I go. I've never done this before, so I just didn't really know what kind of look I was going for, how it was going to go. And I think that that's totally cool and fine to do something like that. Just try them out. I did notice that some pieces need to be cut a little bit more, so I did that. And then I was like, you know what, they're just too flat, so I decided to crinkle them all up, which I think was a great idea. I think it was a really good idea. So then placing them all together again, let's cut some of this out because it's just way too much. It doesn't really matter what order I put them in. Do whatever you think looks good. Then I'm going to take a thread that matches the same color as what's going on, and that is going to be red. Oh, first we're going to see how it looks in the hair. Oh, wonderful. Then we're going to take the thread, and we're just going to actually sew this together originally. At the end, we do Mod Podge. I don't do it in the video, but that is what I wound up doing to make sure everything stayed together nice and hard and firm. But so you're going to start off at the bottom of it because there's always that extra piece of thread that kind of hangs, and you don't want that on the top. And I'm just going to go back and forth on this. Be careful if you are doing a flower print like this, your thread might get caught on the edges of the tissue paper or the wrapping paper. Once you've got it how you want it, I went in and I was like, let me just see how this is going to look if it just had a little bit more life to it instead of just being so flat and like one-dimensional. And so I just started like, crushing it together just to see how it looks. Once I was pretty happy with the security of all the pieces, I took the clip, and the main thing with the clip is you're going to want to make sure that you keep the teeth of it open. So I don't know if you see what I'm doing here, where I already kind of threaded it, and then in the little loop that's left, I'm going to open up the teeth of the clip, like open up the actual clip, and then put that in. You don't want to sew the clip shut. So I'm trying to show you guys the best I can. Not very good recording, but you get the general idea. You need the clip to function as a clip, so just don't sew it shut. You want to sew in, clamp it open and then sew in between. Is this making sense? I think it makes sense. Now we're just going to finish off the thread. We're basically done. So I don't show in the video, but I'm going to talk about it. I did bring some more tissue paper in to see if I wanted a little bit more, a little bit less. I just kind of messed around with it a little bit. Then I went in with the Mod Podge, and it said to let it sit for 72 hours. So I let it sit on a silicone sheet after I used the Mod Podge, and I basically used the Mod Podge just to make sure that everything stayed in place and it wasn't flat, and also it hardened it. So like I don't have to worry about it breaking or ripping. And I feel like it also kind of reinforced the sewing as well because we're sewing paper. So this is the end result. You can see the shine and the stiffness from the Mod Podge, which I actually love. And then this is it in my hair when I actually wore it out. Thanks for watching.